Okay, I guess we're not. Hey, John Paul, how we doing? How we been doing today, buddy? Oh yeah, well, yeah, we finally got that motor stuck down in that truck today. Well, yesterday actually, and got it all bolted up. Started tracing out all the wiring that somebody else had taken the truck apart. So tracing out everything, make sure got it running today, and got them all the factory gauges working. So that worked out pretty good. Um, yeah, yeah, it's we put master cylinder on it this afternoon, and we were going to try to use the original brake line, hard lines for the brakes, but we're just going to go ahead and replace them all. It's we were talking this evening, and man, I hate to spend all this time and money and have rusted brake lines. That'll go to giving you a fit. We'll just replace them, replacing the heater core, all the air conditioner components. So I'll be pretty much a new truck when we get through. Um, I did learn something today that I guess I knew it. I just didn't think about it. That thing's got a TBI aluminum intake on it. The 350 does. And stuck an Edelbrock carburetor on top of it and didn't think nothing about it. Bolted it down, hooked the fuel lines up and vacuum hoses and all that. Cranked it up and couldn't give it no throttle. What the world? Like the throttle butterfly was seized up or something, you know? So what in the world? Cut the truck off, pulled the carburetor off. I said, "You idiot." The way the front of that TBI is made, the butterflies were hitting the top of the intake. So I had to put a 1-inch spacer on it, and that cleared it right up then. Runs good, does real good. I put some wait, but just old set of HEI plug wires I had right here on it, and some of them were about half burnt. So I wound up replacing them, putting a new set of wires on it, new plugs, and it busts right off. So it runs good. Um, I had ordered a new set of chrome valve covers for that thing, which chrome valve covers, timing set, a timing chain cover, and oil pan, all chrome. Right. I don't know what's going on, but start. Won't let me get back in. That's aggravating. I guess I ain't come back. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with it. I know I've got an internet problem tonight for some reason. But John, what I was telling you is those on chrome valve covers were, we actually tried to buy grommets for them, but they had big D-shaped holes in them and just huge holes. I had never seen them that big, but couldn't find any grommets for them. So we went back to eBay where he bought them from and got to looking at them. And they were actually valve cover covers. They just, you take the bolts, center bolt valve covers, you just take the bolts out, drop the new chrome ones right over top of them, and you can reach your grunt through it. Hey, Jason, how we doing, man? And it just, valve cover covers. I had never heard of such a thing. So it, we took them off and threw them in the corner and had another chrome set we put on back on it. But that was, y'all ever heard of valve cover covers? I haven't. That was a new one on me. But yeah, that was between that and the we put everything on the fuel system new. All new piping, all new tubing, all new sending units, switching valves for the 2 tanks. The only thing we didn't replace was the little switch on the dash, you know, it tells you right and left. And that was bad. I couldn't get gas up to the motor. Messed with that thing for 2 or 3 hours. Could not. Bottle fed it and bottle fed it, bottle fed it. And all I could get was air out of the fuel pump line. What in the world? I started messing with it, and the daggone switching valve, the switch itself was bad. So I went and stole one out of the parts truck, and I'll be damned, we got gas right up to the carburetor then. And it runs pretty good. We got to get some exhaust on it. Them manifolds and them, I don't know, what is it? 1 3/4 pipe, maybe 2 inch. I don't know what it's called. Factory exhaust pipe. 1 7/8 something. That's about 3 foot behind the manifolds, and that's it. That thing sounds kind of ragged to me. Hey, Mr. Lars, how we doing, buddy? But Yeah, them damn valve covers. After all that trouble on that particular truck, you've got to pull the air conditioner compressor off to get the valve cover off the driver's side. All that back and forth messing and smearing. And then have to try and take them back off and put the regular ones back on it. Live and learn, I guess. Hey, Mohawk, how you doing, man? I didn't see you slip in. But yeah, maybe we can keep a little bit of signal tonight. It started right to start with. It was coming and going, some kind of bad. I don't know. We'll see what happens. JB, how we doing, brother? How we doing, man? And it's I say we got to run and got to get new. We're gonna go ahead and run all new brake lines for it while we're at it. That'll be the only thing left that's not new as far as piping goes. Get that done. New rubber hoses, and might as well go ahead and do new brakes, rotors, and all that while we're at it. Then maybe we can get back to painting it. What's happening, Tom? You doing all right, man? Bucket got a turbo 400 in it. Yeah, it does sound a lot better from a distance now. That's for sure. Did get the starter shimmed up and pretty decent. Still needs a little work, but it's close. But anyway, we got a lot done to it anyhow today. But it was it would have been a day, well. But I was tickled to death. The factory gauge is working. That really surprised me. I wasn't sure that they were going to work. We didn't know whether they worked or not. LP, that Tom was there. Tom, he's my neighbor right across the street. Yeah. It's all good, though. Well, there's, let's see. I don't remember how to do it. Hey, CC, how we doing, man? There's the link there if anybody wants to get in here. I bet it does. Mohawk, how often you had to go to the bone cracker? But CCI, what you been working on lately? Oh, yeah. Yeah. There ain't many times we don't cook a pig that Tom's not right here in the middle of it. Most of the time, he's right here. Yeah, hey, well, you used to jump on his golf cart and buzz right over here. You ain't working on no cars, CC? What in the world? Are you ready for another Corvette by now? Yeah, I guess so, JB. throwed him out the back door, didn't you? Oh, come on, man. Pretty as you made that last Corvette. You don't want to do that again. Oh, me. Allergies or something. Yeah, it does turn out pretty decent, don't it, Tom? Hey, Rich, how we doing, man? Lars, you get up here this summer, you and JB, like you're talking about, we'll cook a pig. Or some shoulders or something. We'll cook something. Yeah, well, let's eat. We do need to get out and cook something, Tom. We're going to have some fun if y'all show up. We're going to cook something. We need some of your peach cobbler and some of your beans. Man, we've been in the business. We can get a half a hog. We can get a half one. What you don't eat, you can take with you in a cooler. Take back with you. Yep, we can do that too. That'll be fun to do though, man. It will that. To me. JB, when you gonna drill that? I guess it's a gasket. I guess is what it is in that valve body. When you gonna do that this weekend? All right, we can do that, Tom. Do a couple butts or something. Shoulders, it don't matter. Whatever you want to do, we'll do it. Okay. Well, maybe that's the problem, man. Maybe it's something. It's got to be something pretty simple. Maybe that's just it. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Gotta bring the van on up here. You can take one of these $700 back with you. You got me wanting to go in one just see what they're made of. I ain't never been inside of one. I'll try it anyway. And but yeah, man, those daggone valve covers, that was the beatest thing I'd ever seen. I'd never heard of nothing like that. That was man, that's crazy. But they did work. I mean, they worked. Just yeah. That was funny, wasn't it, Tom? But I had to do that, putting things off and on, figuring out what's going on. Bad part is, I'd really like to pull them valve covers back off and go to valves now that we've got them up running and sitting there where it needs to be. I got you, JB.
We are live.
Look at that. We are.
What's going on, guys?
We are live, buddy.
But you was asking about that transmission. If y'all watched the last video, there is a hole that's supposed to be in that separator plate, and it's not there. So, you know, I've given B&R Racing a bunch of crap, but he's right. He's right.
No, really.
It hurts my feelings to say he's right, but he's right. But hey,
well, the separator plate, is that aftermarket?
Huh?
Well, true. Is that separator plate? That's aftermarket. That's not stock.
No, it's a Transgo 700P, and he was having the same problem with his Corvette when he put it in. He's go there. It's missing a hole right here.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering, why would it not have been drilled? Would it be an application that you wouldn't want it drilled?
Well, the issue was it's an aftermarket plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Transgo has this bad habit of they're closing down every orifice to make everything build pressure. But it's real simple, man. It's real simple. That hole, that 26 hole, number 26. It sits right over the 3-4 valve. And if you don't have that hole drilled in there, that 3-4 piston is not getting fluid. And that's what
which would be what? With the fluid from the hole is what's going to shift it in and out of third to fourth. Correct?
It's making it shift between third and fourth and keeping it locked in fourth. And there's where the problem. There's the problem. I hate to give B&R, because I give him crap, man, for about a year on that crap.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
But I think he's called it right. And like I said on the video, man, I got no ill feelings between anybody on anything on YouTube. But I always go back and, you know, if you tell me I need to do this, do that, I'm going to look at it, right? And I'm going to try to figure it out. Yeah. But I think he's right.
That's right.
I think.
Well, you know, you've said all the whole time that you really felt like it was something simple that was just getting overlooked.
Yeah.
And that's pretty simple, it sounds like.
And then the guy that rebuilt it put that 700p Transgo separator plate in there, and maybe he didn't know, right? And didn't drill that out. But there's a fluid pressure situation going on there somewhere, and that's it. After that, I'm done. I'm done messing with it. It's just gonna be a 30-year car. It runs great. Everything's freaking perfect, but I would like to have fourth gear, right? That's what all boils down to.
Yeah. I mean, you've got it. It would sure be nice to be able to use it.
Exactly. So that's what we're on the Blazer.
Does it got a lockup converter in it?
Yes. Now I have. This is inconsequential to everything that I'm doing, but I have been contacted by CDs or CJs. I can't remember his name. His locks up in third and then goes fourth because of some little module out there on the freaking fender well. Well, this ain't got none of that. I took all that stuff out of that transmission. So it's only working on the pressure valve. And, you know, when that thing sees pressure in fourth gear, it should lock up. And the lockup solenoid is working. I tested that. But there's something not getting pressure somewhere.
Right.
And at this point, I'm one of them people. I'm done. Excuse my friend. I'm done fucking with it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Well, just and I'm not a transmission guy, so I don't know. But is there another way for that third, fourth piston to get fluid pressure other than through that hole that you got to drill?
Yes, there is. There's a 3/4 accumulator. There's a third gear encapsulated ball that throws pressure up into the what the hell is that called, Lord? There's another one in there that throws pressure up into the 3/4 servo and makes it lock up. But if you don't have the right pressure going back to the pressure sensor, then
it won't.
None of that crap works.
Hey.
So that's what we're.
It seems logical to me that hole would fix it, drilling that hole in that plate. I mean, when I was on a mission on this last one, just doing what I was doing, trying to do what I was supposed to do. And then after I got done with that and that didn't work, and then I went back and watched the video because he made a video on that. And he showed the stock separator plate. And then he showed the 700 or the 7P from Transco. He goes, it's missing that hole. That's where I'm at. It like I said 50 million times, it's something simple. Yeah.
I just got to figure out what the heck the problem is. And that's where I'm at. Honestly, I don't give a shit no more.
Well, when you get to that point, you don't care no more. It don't matter. You're just done with it.
Yeah.
I know you're tired of wiping transmission fluid off your elbows and everything else.
Yeah. I mean, I hate taking transmission baths, right?
Yeah. Well, rebuilding them wouldn't be bad if somebody pulled them and put them back in for you.
Yeah. See, I talked to a guy before I started all this stuff. He wanted $1,500 to pull the transmission out and put it back in. And was only going to charge $500 to rebuild the transmission. I ain't paying you $1,500 damn dollars, man, to pull the transmission out and put it back in. You know, so you know,
Yeah, I'd
this
like
little,
to.
yeah, this little truck's just been it's been a pain in the ass for the last 20 something years.
It
And
did work good until that.
Yeah,
It did work good until the bell housing broke, right? Busted with.
exactly. And it's just been nothing but a pain in the butt since. And it's one of them, man. I'm tired of messing with it. We're gonna
Yeah.
do what we gotta do and just let it happen. That's
I'm with
my theory on the whole situation.
Well, look at the knowledge you're getting for the trash truck transmission. You'll be a transmission guru coming in.
I bet I can put that transmission back in that trash truck. Just throw a kid in it. That thing will be fine. Because nobody's messed with it.
Yeah.
It will
Well,
go
Hippie
together.
Hippie said put a 5-speed in it.
Well, see,
I'm right there with you, hippie. What's up, by the way?
I was talking to Clint Street Machine. He's got a S15 GMC sitting over his place. Hey, man, let me talk to you a minute. And I told him, I said, I need a steering column, I need the clutch pedals out of it, and I need the transmission. He goes, well, unfortunately, I didn't get a steering column. I didn't get a transmission, but we do have the pedals. Well, dude, that's not doing me no good. I was going to get pedals out of this thing. But I would love to put a straight shift in that little S10, the little trash truck.
All right, man. We'll see you. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. The little 84 I had a 4-speed in it. Dude, that thing was quick as crap. And I done the same thing I done to the little Blazer. That little thing would leave you sitting in the winds. But you know, it's one of them things. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just completely out of money, and just trying to get along the best I can.
Hey, Damien, how we doing, man?
Oh, don't even talk to first responder. That guy sitting there with so much crap he could help me out with, and he just look what I got, look what I got, and just leaves me hanging.
That was pretty good, wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been giving each other crap back.
He got a shop full of stuff.
I think I need that 4L60E.
He has got a shop full of good stuff.
I think I need that 4L60E5 or whatever it was, and I need that little small bell housing. And what he needs to do is donate it, and I'll rebuild it.
He's got so many projects. Yeah, he's got so many projects. He won't get to it anyway.
Exactly. He don't have to use the magic pesky dust in his dang Dakota or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
You
might want to start selling that stuff.
Durango. There you go. Durango.
Yeah.
And he still ain't fired it
you
up.
Might want to start selling.
He's sitting out there, man. He's sitting there going, oh, we're going to start it. He done compression tests and everything. They're going, dude, start it. Dude, just start it.
We're getting impatient here, ain't we? We need to hear it run.
210 pounds of compression on each cylinder. Come on, fire it. Let's go.
We'll blow the cylinder heads off of it. He said he did crank it over just to see what it had.
Yeah, that I watched it. I give him a thumbs up. As a matter of fact, I give him 2 thumbs up. Don't get me wrong, man. I think the world of Damien. I really do. I think the world of all these people. But, you know, you got to put a foot in somebody's ass every now and then.
Yeah. Damien gets over there on some of this terminology and stuff, boy, technicalities, and boy, he blow right on past me. Yeah.
Oh, dude. He gets into it, man. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
What? Let's go back to
that's
you.
what I said.
Let's go back to you taking care of the chicken, okay?
Yeah, my old country years can't take in all that he puts out at one time.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Same thing I was saying about BNR, man. When I've got really nothing against anybody, but you start spitting out so much information, it's hard for me to keep up. It's hard for me to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta do this. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Let's just check this, check that. Okay, I got that. But when you start putting down pressures and this, dude, you done lost me. I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Damien says, yeah, I collect them, then I get tired and give it away, then collect some more.
There you go.
So all you got to do is give. There you go.
If I
We
get
just need to
fourth
run
gear,
down there and visit with him.
yeah, if I get
We
fourth
need to
gear,
run down there
I'm coming
and
to
visit him
see
this summer.
me. I want that 460.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Here's $20. Don't make me smack you. Okay?
Yeah, he said, yeah, Damien says if it's the hole he's thinking of, that will solve the horse shifting.
Yeah, if you watch the video, man, there's no hole for that detent that controls
Uh-huh.
the fourth gear. And as bad as I hate to admit it, BNR got it. I mean, he was on it. So, and if y'all been watching my channel, me and BNR have been through it 5 or 6 times on this crap. But he got it on this.
Yeah.
So, he won.
That's good. I mean, hey, Mr. Ed, how we doing, buddy? Yeah, I mean, if that fixes your issues, that would be awesome.
Yeah, when I first started paying attention to it, I was like, well, we'll drop that valve body back out and we'll drop that separator plate. No, I'm just going to take a 5/32 drill and just drill it right up in that damn hole and just let it be what it is. I'm not taking all that crap back again.
You can fix that, then you can come down here and weld up this aluminum transfer case in that 4-wheel drive truck that we're putting together that's cracked.
Hey, we can do that. I got JB Weld out the ass.
We done tried that. It didn't work. Well,
we'll try it again. Did you use the marine stuff?
We were talking about putting that Marine Tech 5200 on there. It's just a little low inch crack. There's really no pressure there. Don't know why it's cracked, but we filled it up with fluid yesterday and got out there this morning and it had a little old puddle under it. And I thought, oh crap. So we go to look and we find a crack.
Yeah, sorry. Got a phone call. But yeah, Mr. Damien, I get this fourth gear working. I gotta visit you. I gotta visit Mohawk. I gotta visit Clinton Street Machine, and then I got to go see old man in the shop. So y'all get ready. I hope. Well,
Coming.
Hope y'all ready.
Oh yeah. We thought about it, hippie. We thought about brazing it up. It's aluminum, so I don't know. I got a guy I can probably TIG it.
There you go.
You know, he owed me a favor or two.
Aluminum, man. I've been watching a lot of videos on people welding aluminum and stuff like that, man. I don't care what anybody says. If you ain't TIGging that stuff, it's not right. It's not right. You know, you got people melting stuff in with torches, stuff like that. No. You're gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, you see them aluminum rods you can get from Harbor Freight and places like that.
Yes.
Got them where you can weld with a damn propane torch. Man, I don't believe that.
It's not got tinsel.
Sure about all that.
Yeah, it's not got tinsel for
yeah.
There, you know, it's so you know it's if you want to do it right or do it wrong. But hey, I've done the same stuff. You know, back when I was young.
Yeah.
But you know, you get spend the money and get it done right.
Yeah, do it one time.
Yeah,
and be done with it. Yeah, I totally agree. So I think I'm gonna call him tomorrow and see if he can come over here and weld that for me. You know, he's got a welding trailer. He can back right up there to the shop and
dig that up. You're important. 90% of the time, I got to take it to him.
Well, he can do it. We'll do it. I'll give it to him this way. The truck's on the lift right now. He can walk underneath of it and weld it, or I'll drag the truck to him and he'll have to crawl under it and weld
it. That's a good one. That's a good one. You can do it easy way or the hard way. You want to go.
Yeah. Yeah. No, how you want to do it? Yeah. So that would be, you know, I thought about putting some of that Marine Tech 5200 caulking on it.
Yeah, this is not my first rodeo to this crap, and you know, it's just I'm going back trying to figure out what the other butthole done, and it's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean that would be interesting to know just what he done and why he done all that. Did he not know?
Right. Because when I tore it apart the first time I started messing with it, there was check balls missing everywhere. There was crap going on in the valve body that wasn't right. You know, again, guys, don't trust people to work on your transmission. Learn how to do it. Get you a book, you know, and pay attention to what's going on. And just do it yourself. Because they're doing the same thing. Nobody is trained to do this stuff anymore. Yeah. Now, back when the 700R4s come out, yes, the GM guys was trained to do this stuff. But nowadays, that's old technology. And people are just you know, I don't know how to explain it, but you just don't trust anybody. I have spent.
You know, I've got a cousin right up the road here, 5 minutes from me. He's 60 years old and has never had a job. He busted a transmission high school street racing one night and stayed out of school the next day and rebuilt that transmission. And from that point on, he has never left the yard, never had a job. He's been in the backyard building transmissions ever since.
And probably made a good living in it.
Now, he's tough. He has made a hell of a living out of it. He got, shoot, man, 2 or 3 39 street rods and Monte Carlo SS's, Harleys. He's got half a dozen Harleys, you know, and he just builds transmissions.
Yeah.
He don't even put them in or take them out anymore.
Yeah, just bring it here.
Bring it here and I'll fix it.
I used to.
And he's one of the man you there and watch him tear one apart, and he's chunking parts in a bucket and then chunking parts in a pile over on the floor and chunk some over here and over there, and then just starts putting it all back together.
But he knows
what the hell them parts over there in the bucket for. He's all ain't no doubt.
Yeah, but he knows where everything goes.
He said ain't no
350 turbos, 400 turbos. Yeah, and I thought I had the $700 Fords down, but 350 turbos, 400 turbos, dude, I can rebuild them with blinders on. But that $700 Ford, man, has thrown me for a loop for at least 30 years. It's always something.
Didn't they make 3 or 4 different models of that thing?
Well, every year, man, I mean, there's
variations of it, I guess you would say.
Yeah. And all it is just different variations of where the check balls are and what they incorporated to make stuff shift. And, you know, a 350 turbo and 400 turbo is simple. But you got check balls here, you got check balls there, you got, you know, this many clutch plates, this many steels, and you're done. But the 700 R4, man, they've got like 5 different variations of that crap. And even if you got the one, like the one I'm messing with is 90, who knows? Right? Who knows?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was wondering. How many, you know, does anybody know how many years that 90 model you got, the valve body is the same? You know, how many years was that one run, or did they change it?
Yeah, there you go. I know I ended up with a 5-stack clutch pack and the 3-4 clutch pack assembly, and it can go 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's 4 years that, you know, they changed all that. And
right,
you know, I ended up with a 5-stack. That was the only way to make it fit. And
use your clearances like you needed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I honestly think I got it right. It ended up with 5 clutches and 6 steels, with clutch plate on front, on bottom and top. And I still ended up with the right clearances and stuff like that. Dude, I got
to do this. It looks to me like you almost need a milling machine to mill a plate down, you know, or something to get your clearances like you need.
There you go. That's,
you know,
that's what was ending up at. I'm like, dude, that front clutch that comes down and smashes 3-4. I thought, we need about 10 more thousandths in here. If I had a mill, I'd just mill the top of it off, sand it down, and we would have been there. But I finally messed around with the clutch pack so much that I finally got where I needed to be. That was 3 or 4 days of messing with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it.
Yeah, I bet.
Do what?
I bet so.
But yeah,
The aggravation of messing with it, trying to figure out clearances when you don't have but so many things to work with. It's kind of hard to get it
right.
without a meal or something.
So I'm just telling you right now, everything inside that transmission is great. There's just some little something, and I bet you I'll drill that hole in that separator plate. It'll all come in.
I sure hope so.
I didn't know.
Well, Damien says there's 5 different updates to the clutch aluminum drum.
Yeah.
Well,
we ain't listening to Damien. He's got a transmission sitting. I need to know. I need that transmission. You sitting here again, talking your crap. Yeah, Damien. Oh.
Yeah. We used to have a guy when we were building the power glides for race cars, adding a clutch in it, and then you'd have to get them milled down the top plate.
Yeah.
And we go to Cherry Point, the Marine. He worked in the machine shop, and he could take them over there. You tell him, look, I need 10 thousandths took off. And he'd bring it back the next day and it's shaved 10 thousandths.
Yeah. Now, see, I know 2-speed power glides. I used to have a lot of 60s models, 2-speed power glides, but back when I was growing up. And dude, I could go through this that quick. And there's like 2 clutch packs in the thing. The rest of the valve body and whatever.
If a power glide weren't busted planetaries or something like that, if it just needed clutches, shoot, you could freshen that thing up overnight,
Yeah.
Pull it out and put a kid in it and put her back together and go.
And then you go to the one I built for my son's truck, that Ford. What was it? 5L, 5R or 5L 65E. That thing had servos everywhere, had electronic crap everywhere. Dude, I went through that thing twice and then took it to a transmission shop, charged me $5,000. That thing lasted 2 weeks. That was it. After complete rebuild, after I went through it, and they went through it, and dude, it lasted 2 weeks, and he went to the damn junkyard and paid $250 for one, and that thing lasted him till he wrecked it. I'm like, no, you freaking idiots can't build shit.
Yeah.
I think it's a 5L or 5R55E. Dude, that thing had servos, electronic crap everywhere. We replaced every bit of that electronic crap. I went through the transmission and clutch packs, got all that done, and still nothing. And then I had to get the service out.
That was a guy telling me the other day. There was a guy telling me the other day he had an Allison, and they charged him like $8,000 or $9,000 to go in that Allison and put some kind of computer thing in it. It would just lock up in 3rd gear, and that's where it would take off at and stay. It wouldn't shift down or up. It would stay right there in 3rd gear. And it was $8,000 or $9,000 it cost him to get it fixed.
So, what do we learn from this conversation? new technology sucks.
That's right. Give me a power glide or
There
turbo
you
50
go.
on that.
2 speeds, high and low. We're done.
Yep. And they work good. You know, 1265. Mohawk says he's got a 4T65E. That shit's Chinese to me. I don't have no idea what all that is.
Oh, dude, once you get out of the 80s, you're no.
Yeah.
Once you get past 84,
Yeah, I mean,
85,
I got left behind on all that.
yeah, once you get past 84, 85, dude, these engineers that's so smart got way over smart and screwed it all up.
Yeah. I kind of like what Mohawk said. That's why he likes 3 pedals.
Yeah,
He ain't got to worry about it.
and that's the reason I was hitting cleanup with that little 85 S15 he has. And all right, I need that transmission. I need the clutch pedals. I need. He goes, oh, it ain't got no transmission. It ain't got that. It ain't got that. Scrap. I'm still back to the $700 full.
Well, I've got a set of clutch pedals for 91 S10, 90, 93 square body anyway.
Same thing. I really need for the trash truck a straight shift transmission. I think it's called a T5. And then I need the clutch pedals or the pedal assembly, and I need the reservoir and the slave cylinder. And crap, it'll bolt right up in that little trash truck. But we're still
Probably be easier to find.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, how we doing? Yeah, it would probably be easier to find a 5-speed setup than it would an automatic.
Well, I just like to have a 4-speed.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how that, well, I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'd be fun to play with anyway.
Hey, I just
I wonder if
I just want to get this little trash truck blower engine on the road somewhere and see what this thing does. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be an evil little engine. And we'll just, a little 2.8 putting out 350 horsepower. That's, that's freaking, that's awesome.
Yeah. The little truck don't weigh nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna get up and go. Ain't no doubt it's gonna get up and go.
Yeah.
You probably won't bust the rear end because it's gonna just boil the tires off of it.
Well, that's what me and Lars was talking about. I was like, hey, let's get some I was like 14-inch rims in the back. And then Buck come down last year and he brought me some 14-inch rims for the back of it. I'm like, 14-inch tires on 350 horsepower. Dude, this thing is just going to do nothing but just sit here and melt that crap off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Mo says he got a Saginaw.
Yeah.
His dad pulled out of a 69 Z28.
Yeah, but it's a V8 engine. I've talked to him about that.
Yeah,
but,
find a bell.
A couple $100 for a thing that goes on the back of the motor. I can't remember what they call it, but
bell housing.
You can bolt everything up to it. But I don't have that.
An adapter.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have that kind of money. So, I'm still playing on a budget.
Yeah, I'm
But
with you.
yeah,
I'm with you.
I'll tell you straight up, this little trash truck that I built, this is not one. It's not your dad's 2.8. It's not your granddad's 2.8. It's not the 2.8 you drove to school. This
No,
little thing
no.
is gonna be flat out damn wicked. That's all I got to say.
I mean, you can
Now,
you
my job is to get it there and get it working, and it's not going to happen this year. Sadly to say.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm telling you, that little truck is wicked, and we'll see how
Oh,
it
yeah.
turns out.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could find a 5-speed out of a, junkyard, probably wouldn't be too awful expensive.
Yeah,
You know,
me and Lars have been talking about that, but right now, man, I'm in dire straits on money. But hey, don't worry, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll get it done.
Oh yeah.
It might take me another year, but
Well,
when you see a little 2.8 Dustin 318s, 383s, that will be me.
yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. As long as it outruns the Mopar, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Yeah. Y'all just hang on, man.
That's what Laura said. He thinks straight shift the way to go.
Yeah.
Well, and if you had the funds to build a Glide or a Turbo 350 or something like that and get bulletproof, automatic would be fun. Probably live longer.
Yeah.
But, it's, but that clutch pedal's fun too now.
I can tell you exactly what this little trash truck needs. It needs that 700 R4 with about a 4,000 stall, all the right crap in it, right? Hardened shell, all that stuff, the red line stuff,
Yep.
where everything freaking just locks up and goes. Because this is going to start building power at about 3,000 RPMs, all the way up to 6,000 RPMs. Get in the middle of that with the torque converter, dude, it'll be something to reckon with. But again,
Now, does that take a regular turbo style torque converter in that 700R?
yeah, but it's a small diameter. It's not
Right.
big like a 350 turbo. It's a small one. But yeah, if I can get that done, dude, you guys will see something.
Well, I've got an 8-inch 6,000 stall converter, but
That might be a little bit. That
well,
might be
with the torque that motor yours won't be making, that converter stalled 6,000 behind 600 foot-pound torque motor. And the more torque you build, the more stall you get. So the less torque you have, it may be somewhere around a 4,000 stall, when it would be in something like you've got.
Yeah, the torque on that little engine, the way I got it figured out and dialed in, it's going to be, it needs about a 4,000 stall. That's what it needs. It just needs to come up, brake hold it till you get her up about 3,500 and just let her rip. Bam!
Yeah.
That's what it needs. And I hear people talking about flash points, all that stuff. Man, I don't know anything about that. I just know 3,500 to 4,000 stall, because that thing it's between, if I remember right, 3,800 and 6,000 RPMs is where it freaking does its best. So
Where it's happy at.
yeah. So you can get in there somewhere
Will
in the middle. It'll be
A
fine.
10-inch converter won't fit in there, will it?
No, well, I don't know.
I mean,
I think the one's in there now is a 10-inch. I can't swear to it.
I've got a 10-inch 4,000 stall. But it was 4,000 stall behind the V8, you know, so you may be making a little less torque. It may fall right in place where you need it.
Yeah.
You know, it's been on the shelf for 4 or 5 years now. I hadn't used it. You know, but if you can use it, you're welcome to it.
Like I said, man, I plan on coming and visit you. Seriously. I just need to get this 4th gear crap straightened out.
Yeah.
But I've got plans on coming and visit quite a few people. You know, I do lives from their place and stuff like that. I'm seriously, I'm a nobody, but people like me and Lars, and dude, I enjoy all this crap. So I'm just kicking back, enjoying the ride. That's about it.
That's right. Damien, on that 6,000 stall converter, Damien. Yeah, it would flash $6,000. If that particular motor and transmission, Carl had a trans brake in it and a 2-step, and you pull the 2-step button about, go down on the trans brake, and it would shoot right up to $6,000 and sit right there and hold it. So, but yeah, and that's where we left the starting line at, right? 5,500, 5,800, something like that with automatic, using the trans brake. Yeah, I mean, it was behind the 2-chassis Camaro too. You know, that it was built to handle it. Hey, Bear Rose, how we doing, man?
Oh, don't be talking Bear Rose either.
Oh, Bear Rose is bad news too. He's on the wrong side of the fence.
Oh crap!
Well, oh boy. Yeah, that 4,000 stall would probably be for you. Actually, there's there's 2 of them out there. One's a 3,500 stall and one's a 4,000 stall. They're both 10-inch.
But yeah, these guys that sit there and talk crap about a little 2.8, man, they ain't seen what's coming at them. I'll finally get it there. It's just going to take some time. This, I mean, serious to me, this is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, Leonard said that a 350 torque converter will not work in a 700R.
No, it will not. The bolt pattern is too wide. This is like
damn it, we can drill a bolt pattern. That ain't no problem.
Well, yeah. Might take a little welding.
We can do that too.
That
I ain't scared. Well,
what it is, that 60-degree engine is it causes issues.
Yeah. Huh.
Hey,
So I guess you're gonna need a So we're
I
gonna need a
need that.
converter for a 700 ohm.
I need that 4L65E that first responder has with that 60-degree bell housing, and just give it to me and let me build it. That's what we need.
You know what would be even better? If he would give it to you and mail it to you.
Well, hell, I'll go pick it up as soon as I get fourth gear. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Well, that would be interesting to see what your gas mileage would be on third gear versus fourth gear.
Hey, I tell you what, that little truck in third gear, it don't do bad. It really don't, because it's stock. I mean, it's got that little mild RV cam in it, and got the 4-bar or a 360 Holly on it, and aluminum intake, but it don't do bad. I mean, even in third gear, it's still getting like 18, 20 miles a gallon. So that's not bad.
Shit. My Z71 won't do that going downhill coasting.
But if I can get it hooked up in fourth, man, we're talking, 28 miles of the gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that makes a lot of difference in whether you go somewhere or not,
But I've drove it quite a few times, man. I drove it it's like 280 miles the other day. I filled it up and I got back home. I was still over a half tank of gas. So, it's not bad. But I'd like to get back home with 3/4 tank of gas.
Yeah. Okay, Leonard says that the splines are different from the 700 to the turbo.
Yeah, it just won't fit.
Well, shut out.
I've tried. I'm serious. I have tried everything, and it's without an adapter to fit on the back of that motor. You're stuck with the small 60-degree transmission bell housing, and you just got to deal with what you got. And it's getting harder and harder to find that crap.
Yeah. A friend of mine's got a square body S10 like your Blazer, but it's just a truck, 4-wheel drive, extra cab, 2.8. Transmission went out in it the other week. And he couldn't get nobody to rebuild it. And he wound up buying one out of a junkyard. I think it was $300 for the transmission for a case. And the guy molded it up and worked fine. Yeah,
I've looked all these up around my place. You ain't finding one less than about $900. I can rebuild
the whole truck ain't worth $900.
But I can rebuild it for that kind of money. The problem with this one is that I don't know, like I said earlier, I don't know what this guy done. So I'm just, trying to figure it out. But I guarantee it's that separator plate. I guarantee you. So hats off to being on.
Yeah. I mean, you're finding mistakes that were made in the transmission.
Evening, fellers.
Yeah. I mean, you're finding home.
I'm out. Don, the one-eyed cat. The what they call him? The evil cat. The devil cat. There you go.
Yeah, my brother was down here visiting, and he likes cats, and he's just. It's like, man, that I'm gonna have to record this. And I don't know what it is, but she don't
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Damien.
Again, you listen to Damien.
Huh.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what Damien's saying. The hardest part about finding somebody else.
Don't get me wrong, man. I think the world of Damien. He's a good guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he is. I got on that live with him the other night, man. We had a blast sitting there bull jiving.
Yeah.
See you later, Mohawk.
That's a big damn shop he's got.
That's it. That's actually his house. He just got a shop built in the backside of his house.
Okay.
I'm happy. Saying I'm just happy to
That's a
have
big
a
old
concrete.
looking thing.
So what's going on with Don's build? You know, we got a race.
I'm about done with this front end.
Heck, yeah, that was a pain in the butt, right?
It wasn't as bad as I thought. I've never pulled one apart before, but it wasn't bad. I thought it was going to be harder than it was. I thought I was going to have trouble with the torsion bar and this big pry bar come right out.
Well, you know, the bigger the tool, the easier it is.
How did the ball joint? They come out okay?
Yeah, they were an effort, but yeah, they come out all right. It's definitely a two-person job.
Okay.
Thanks, Damien, man. I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't put it with nonsense.
People don't know how them screwed-in ball joints stay because threads are only this big, but trust me, they ain't coming out.
Yeah, I remember working on a 69 Roadrunner. And that was my first experience with the ball joints screwing into the A-frames. I was like, good Lord, how am I getting this crap out of here?
Tell you what, a torch is
It don't
your
look
friend.
Like there's enough thread.
But the only threads in like 3 or 4 threads.
Well, I got
Yeah.
done. Yeah. Well, I might have screwed up, but I sure took my son-in-law that Dodge Dakota the other day, and we replaced the upper ball joints in it. And I said, I ain't having that. And I took the welder and all thing in there. Hell, I don't like look at me like they're gonna come out. There ain't enough thread.
Then I know I'll never do them again. The ones that were in it, 50 years old. So
there you go, Don. Do it once, do it right, and be done.
Yep, saying I got everything's already cleaned up and painted. It's going to look brand new under there when I'm done.
Will it make it go faster?
So you ready to start putting it back together?
Yeah, I got a one of my strut rods is bent, and over in Slant Daly's live, I was talking to Patrick. He's got some extras. We're going to work out something.
Well, I do have a question for you, Don.
Well, okay.
So you got a dual plane intake, and you got a single burr on the back and a 4 burr on the front.
Correct.
Explain that.
Well, when my uncle built it, he put a 2 4-barrel intake on it and didn't have a second 4-barrel. So he made an adapter plate and took the 1 barrel off the slant that was in it and adapted it to take its place.
So
we had
you're running a 5-barrel.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Which is, I mean, to me, it's
Are you
interesting.
running off the carburetors or?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see a
Yeah,
video.
it's,
I'd like to see that.
yeah, he told me that 1 barrel will get you in town and 4 on the highway.
There you go.
That 4 barrel kicks in about 3,000 RPM. So, about time you want to downshift and pass somebody, it
Okay.
works.
But I thought that was, I'm seriously, I
So
thought that was
it's real.
He's got a 4 barrel and a 1 barrel.
Mhm.
How's that working?
I've been driving it
It
for
drove-
8 years now. I'm sure it could be tuned a little better.
Huh.
I don't know what I'm doing tuning this thing. I know the timing's probably off. I don't even have timing marks on the thing.
Well, just get No Name Nationals. We'll get you there.
That's why I put it over there in that tech talk.
No, you.
Asked anybody if they was willing to try and tune a 5 barrel, and Shane's like, 5 barrel. It's like, yeah. It's like, doesn't everybody have a 5 barrel?
Yeah. Y'all don't have that crap? What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
It's like, why a 5 barrel?
No, I don't
It's like,
have that.
That's all he had at the time.
Huh. That's interesting setup, though. I'd like to
Yeah.
see more of it.
Yeah, I'm bringing it.
That'd be something to get do a video on that. That would be interesting.
He's got videos up on it. When he first fired it back up, man, it's there.
Says he'll tune it for you.
No, Damien, you can't go to the dark side, man. You're supposed to help me out.
Hey, he can have more than one friend, JB. I mean, if he's just going to be your friend, I'll just give you the money now because I'll be a loser.
Well, just remember, Damien still ain't fired up his car. He's out there testing this, testing that. He ain't done crap. I'm still waiting for that little Dodge, whatever it is, with my go-go juice in it. Let's see if it fires up.
Oh, that don't sound good.
Sorry, I thought I heard something over in the kitchen.
Yeah, Sean, I've never had a 350 block crack.
Me neither.
Huh.
Evidently, somebody filled it up with water and left it sitting overnight.
Oh.
In cold
Sean, he's
weather.
rough on them now. That would have happened. He's up there in Ohio, so it's apt to have happened.
Yep. I've
Huh.
had quite a few 350s, man, just freeze and bust. Don't trust freeze plugs, man. Freeze plugs don't really come out. Squirrel.
Huh.
I
Aaron, how you
looking
doing, man?
was looking for pictures of that 5 barrel for him.
He's got it on YouTube.
On the
Yeah.
back of the block.
He got that little response I give back to him, man,
Okay, well, I have to go watch that.
when he called me out, me and Laura sat around for like an hour finding videos. He said, wah, wah, wah. Then we put the little trash truck on. Wow, wow. All right, man. Here we
I
go.
like the way you put both motors just cranking over, but not flashing. That was
Wasn't
nice.
neither one of them hit. Oh,
Oh Lord, that's funny. Yeah, but that 5 barrel, I like that deal.
Did you ever see
4
the
and 1.
fuel
That
cylinder?
is neat.
It's a saddle tank off a tractor trailer.
No.
Cut down to 20.
Oh.
Fits right in the spare tire well.
Huh. That's
original
neat.
gas cat.
Yeah, that is neat. That is cool.
Continental kit. He did that for extra weight. It's like adds 11 inches. It's like, okay.
Call that 5-barrel.
First responder. All right, man. Here we go. Here we go.
There it is.
I'm telling you, that little
Yeah.
2.8, nothing you want to mess with, but hey, we'll play.
All right, here you go, Where'd JB go?
I'm right here.
It's great for the one wheel peel.
Hey,
He's
we're
right.
good with that. But you ain't paying attention to what first responder just said.
How about calling you out or the out of the box thinking?
I'll get that little Dodge first responder. You just watch.
Hey, Wendy.
I'm still on the sneak attack situation.
Yeah, no, the one wheel peel up in the neighborhood.
We can take the trash truck engine out and put in that little Blazer. But then I gotta come back home and put it back where it belongs. That's a 2-week situation.
Well, you better get started.
That's
See?
too much trouble.
Exactly. I guess I can just, I guess I can put Lars on it.
Well, you could just swap the blower over and put the block motor.
That's what I was saying.
Just
Then we
leave the
got,
bottom ends in the trucks and just swap the top ends.
no. That little engine in that trash truck was built for that blower. It's all balanced.
Yeah.
It's all. It's freaking perfect for what it's doing. But we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Well, the main thing is getting your daily driver going like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's my.
That's the
I'll bring
main.
the bailiff driver down there like I did last year. I'm just going down to have fun.
Yeah.
See everybody, and, maybe run against Don. I got to race Buck again, but he done sneak attack me and put 410 gears rear end under his truck, his little Buck Skylark. So
Is he taking the CUDA or the
he's taking that.
which car's Buck taking?
He's taking
Buick.
that Buick Skylark back down there. He's got way too much work
Is
to
the
like
big
I do. But yeah.
Is the 455 gonna be in it?
Well, see, he's still waiting to see how that works out. But I tell you what, he puts that 455 in there. We're gonna play. I will.
Yeah.
It might,
That'd be interesting.
it might take me 2 or 3 weeks to get everything back together, but he ain't gonna do me like he did last year. He's not gonna ride by me and go, see you.
Well, if he does it again this year, he'll probably flip you off this time.
Exactly. I'm thinking just flatten his tires.
That's right.
But the crap is all fun,
Well,
man.
go ahead and put your 60-pound of air. Yeah.
Sam, I'm not looking to go win at No Name Nationals. I just want somebody else to ride down the track with.
Exactly. That's me.
You know, I wouldn't mind having that white slip instead of the yellow one, but
That guy wants $500 for that S10.
I'll be happy to get a slip. Period.
$500. Wait a minute. He wants
Uh-oh.
$500 for what?
That S10.
All right. Lars is on buying a $500 S10.
Not me. Hell no.
It's easy to spend everybody else's money.
Isn't it though?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's easy to do when you spend somebody else's money.
Some sponsorship dollars,
Yes, sir.
which I got to thank my brother. He's been helping me out on some of these parts. Because I'm trying to, I tried making a floor pan for this Valiant, and it's just not even close. And we found one online, and it's like they want $70 for shipping. It's like them thieving bastards.
Oh,
But
Dude,
Ron's like, order it. He's like, get it all paid for. It's like just a phone call away. I'm calling them tomorrow for that floor pan.
yeah.
It's kind of hard finding a floor pan for a 62 Valiant. There's just not a whole lot of places out there to find them.
Yes, first responder, but
Yeah,
it's doing great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
I
that
bet it
Cuda
will.
Yeah.
Buck's getting that done. It's like, man, he's making me look bad.
Yeah. I mean, he's on it.
Making everybody look bad. He's just like, man, he's putting shit out every day.
Don't worry. If he spends the night here, I'll sneak attack.
You're good at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's put a lot of time in that Cuda now.
Yeah, he's spending. I mean, but it's all turning out perfect. That
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know, but had that much knowledge on welding stuff up and doing all that kind of stuff. But that thing is turning out great.
He's got the
Have one printed.
I mean, he spent, like Lars just said, he spent a ton of time on that Buck Scholar.
Right.
In the fender panels and all that kind of stuff, man. He's got that thing looking good. If he can get that
I know,
455,
man, when he got ready
that will be in
when he
it.
got ready to start on it, he called, or I called him, or he called me. I don't remember which, but we talked on the phone about it, and I just told him how I do patch panels and stuff, and I said, man, it's really easy once you start. It's really easy once you get into it.
Yeah.
And that's,
Mine's been patched
Exactly.
twice and it's gone again. It's been patched so many times it needs done right.
right.
But the floor pan, it's just driver's side floor pan. They want to $135 for it plus $25 for, they say, shipping and handling on their website, and then the just shipping's like another $69. It's
Yeah.
like, why am I paying shipping and handling for you guys and then shipping for just shipping? It's like $25 to put it in a box.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, man.
They get you twice on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But saying it's structural at
Yeah,
this
that's
point.
kind of bullshit.
What I can, I'm going to weld what I can weld, and what I can, I'm going to self tap it.
There you go.
I'm going to screw the shit out of it.
See, now you're just like me. Hey,
Mhm.
we'll get there.
All right, where's pan located?
Zip screws a whole lot now.
Yeah, I figure I'll just screw it fast, and I'll just go underneath and cut the extra off. That is at Auto Body Specialties.
Where's that at?
I think it's Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Saying
Hell, for $70, you could drive up there and get it.
I don't know. I had thought of that, but Connecticut's about 10 hours.
Oh, is it that far?
Yeah.
Well, guys, no crap, man. I'm wore out. I'm gonna jump out of here. Let somebody else jump in. I've had a good time talking to y'all
All right.
as usual. But I got to go bed.
Yep, I have enjoyed it, man.
Y'all take care. We'll see you on the
Yep,
next
I
one.
have enjoyed it, JB.
And then first responder,
All right, buddy.
You're
We'll
right.
see you later.
you're
I
busy.
wish you luck on that transmission, JB.
This
I
is
know you've been praying for.
this is the last time, and I'm done with it. And then first responder does, he's got the one I need. He just needs to come off with it.
Maybe he'll show up at your door.
That's
one day.
right. That's right.
But we'll see y'all, man. Y'all take care.
Take care, JB. See
All
you
right,
later,
brother.
Lord.
We'll see you later. There you go. Yeah, the floor pans, I mean, is it just the pans themselves that are eat up?
Yeah. Yeah, structurally underneath the cross members and that, they're all fine, but and the floors have been
Okay.
patched twice already. And I took it to Chrysler Carlisle last year and I had an electrical issue. And I like pulled the carpet back and it's like, oh man, look at that Swiss cheese down there. It's like no
Yeah,
wonder the carpet
Yeah.
no wonder the carpet was getting wet. But once I
Well,
got it
shoot.
up on stands out here on the saying got my concrete pad, I put it up on jack stands. It's been up ever since. I just started cutting the floor out because it was bad. It's
Uh-huh.
getting structural. It's getting structural at this point. So
I tell you, we went and I think it was O'Reilly's. We got them a couple of them spot weld cutters that goes in your drill.
Yep.
And them things work good. Take your time. You can sit there and drill out those spot welds.
Yep.
And shit, before you know it, you can lift that whole floor pan right up out of the car. But yeah.
Yeah, Wendy's wanting me to show this. We was up at my stepfather's filling a dumpster, and he's like, "Throw it all goes," This little 18th scale GTO.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I can't throw that thing away.
Uh-uh.
Wendy likes it better than I do. The only thing sucks is it's missing the wing off the back, but
Uh-huh. Oh, is it a die cast or is it plastic?
it's die cast.
Okay.
It's heavy. It's
That thing
2, 3, 4 pounds. Pretty
look
neat.
it up. You ought to look it up on eBay and see what they're selling for. If you have an idea what it's worth.
She did look it up. I forget what it's going for. A couple bucks. But
Yeah.
that one still has the wing on the back. It's saying it's got the mirror broken off the driver's side and the
Uh-huh.
wings gone. Wendy would remember what it was selling for on eBay.
Yeah, I've got some.
Oh, this is
Wendy's
the one
on
I
100
like. That 55 Chevy.
Yeah, now that's a good looking truck. Yeah.
Yeah, well, same doors open and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't throw that away.
Uh-uh.
There were
I
some
got a
other
couple-
Mac boxes that were nothing, but the wheels were still not bent on them. So, yeah, so it
Right.
said it was gone for like 120
Yeah.
bucks on eBay. I'm like, hell, sell it for 75.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got a couple of 68 and 69 Camaros like that in the die cast. And they're pretty neat little cars. But But when do you think you get your front end all put back together?
Well, it's saying I've been talking with Patrick, or mostly old parts and rust. He's got some strut rods for me, so whenever we can do that deal, because
Okay.
I got it all cleaned up today underneath there, the frame rail and where the A-frames mount. I
Mm-hmm.
did a bunch of wire wheeling. I want to put some rust encapsulator on that stuff. I was even wiping down the oil pan and the transmission pan today, trying, because I don't want nothing dripping on the track. It's nasty under there.
Yeah.
Saying these ball joints.
We've been using that. What was that? Rust-Oleum
Rust
2 emitter stuff.
Rust
That stuff works
encapsulator.
pretty good.
Yeah, I got a can of it last year, and
Mhm.
I did in front of the rear hump for the rear axle. I scraped all the undercoating underneath,
Uh-huh.
and I encapsulated it from the bumper all the way to in front of the rear axle. As far as the transmission tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to paint it
Right.
white. I wish they had that encapsulator in white, because that's what I want to paint it under there. So I'd already got under there and sanded it. That way paint will stick better, because I'm just going to spray bomb it white under there. It's so black under there right now,
Yeah.
you can't see it, even with a flashlight.
Yeah.
If I
Oh,
paint
yeah.
it white, it's saying you won't even need a flashlight once I paint it white under there. It'll make a big difference.
That's right. All right, Damien. We'll see you later, buddy. Appreciate you coming.
See you later, Damien.
Yeah, that's what we've used a rust encapsulator on that truck and covered everything, and then come back and painted it, over top of it.
Yeah, and that encapsulator,
that rust
it
encapsulator.
goes a long way. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
yeah.
at how far that can went.
Well,
That
what
shit
we've been
dries
doing is
hard.
mixing it up and putting it in this. We mix it up and spray it with a spray gun. And it does
I
pretty
got
good.
under there and I brushed everything. I about wore out my
Yeah.
creeper. Saying it's got 6 wheels, it's down to 4 right now.
Yeah, but thank goodness for a creeper. Well, that'd be bad scooting around on your back down there.
I know. Well, I thank God for this concrete pad. I've been working. I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it out there in the yard. I've been wanting a concrete pad for a while, and last year I had time. I just got a wheelbarrow and shovel, started digging. I lined it out and everything, and I just took all the dirt from one side of the garage and took it to the other. I added probably 4 or 5 inches on the other side of the garage.
Uh-huh. Well, did you mix it up by bags and pour it, or did you get a truck to come dump it?
I ordered a truck.
Okay.
Luckily, it's saying my brother come down from New York. Ronnie come over. My neighbor across the street when the truck showed up.
Uh-huh.
We ended up had to go get 17 bags of Quikrete to finish it because we was a little bit short. But
yeah,
well, it's fine. I haven't had any problems with it yet after this first winter. No cracks.
Well, it's good. Good.
It's not finished perfect, but it drains nice because I put it on just a little bit of a slope so it drains away from the garage.
Yeah.
And I poured it almost 6 inches thick. That way, if down the road I can put a lift on there if I want to. But
that's right. Well,
I'm out there cleaning underneath the car. Wendy's saying I'm going to burn up her drill.
We have
I haven't
burned some
it up yet. No, that little Cobalt drill, man, that thing's been a trooper. I've been eating up wire wheels. Saying I was out there about 6-7 hours today cleaning on that frame rail and where the A-frames mount in there, and cleaning the oil pan, cleaning like the was that cross link for the steering. I
Yeah.
had so much grease under there.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
man, I ended
I
up
tell you, man.
I doubled up a pair of rubber gloves, and I had my scraper. I was putting it inside the rubber gloves so I didn't have a big wad.
Yep. Well, that daggum undercoating can be some bad mess to get off.
Oh, I
You
know.
know,
Well,
sometimes you can get up under it.
I did the undercoating before winter. It was almost a late winter. It was really nice weather right up till winter. Oh, I was
Uh-huh.
under there with a torch and a scraper. And I did the front fender wells first, and they turned out nice. And then I started under the back. Boy, was there a bunch back there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I saved all
Yeah.
that. I wanted to see how much weight I scraped off of that car when I'm done. I got a tub just for scrapings. There's probably 40, 50 pounds of undercoating that was come off of that thing.
You'll probably be surprised weight you take off of that car doing that.
I know it's going to suck though, because I know there was a lot of noise reduction in that undercoating.
Yeah, but it's a hot rod. It's supposed to make noise.
That's right. I already can't hear the radio in it, so it doesn't really matter much.
That's right. That's exactly right.
But it looks nice under there. You know, the trunk pan's still good. I want to keep it that way. Frame rails are all good. Saying the only thing shot's
Yeah.
the floor.
Okay.
But I might do that.
Now, you
tomorrow.
ordering a whole floor pan,
No,
or you
just the
getting
driver's
a whole
side.
floor pan?
It's
just the driver's side, okay.
side. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like saying 100, it's like 135 for a floor pan, but then by the time they get all the shipping on there, it almost doubles the price. It's like, holy
Yeah.
shit! Talk about bending me over.
That's right. That's crazy that it's priced that kind of money.
Yeah, but if you need it,
You know, and that shipping and handling. Yeah. That ship handling is kind of a bull jive thing. I mean, damn, they're in the business to sell it. It ought to have been figured into the price of it.
Yeah, and
It looks to me like anyway.
I mean, $70 for shipping. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
No,
like you're not
that's a little
sending,
steep,
you're
I
not
think.
sending it to Canada here, buddy.
Yeah,
Slow
and
down.
I mean, if you were paying for overnighting or something like that, then you understand. But
Yeah, and it'll probably still take a month to
just
get here.
conventional. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Are you busy tonight?
Yeah, well,
Hey,
the
so how we doing?
wife wanted me to ask if I should sand that encapsulator before I paint it, but I already did. I did that
We
a while
did.
back.
We did. We scuffed it up a little bit. We didn't spend a lot of time on it, but we scuffed it up.
Yeah,
You
I
know, and
already
it's-
stuffed this up a while ago. I'm just going to wipe it down that way.
Yep.
There shouldn't be any grease or grime under there. The car's been sitting since I painted it, but it'll be all right.
Should be good. Should be good to go.
Probably going to
That
have
looked good.
Hello, auto
Yeah,
salvage. Come on
Yeah,
in, bro.
I think that would look good with it, white underneath.
I want to be able to see under there.
Yeah.
That in the rear, it's like up
Yeah.
front, all the suspension's going to be black, so I'm going to do the rear end black. I want it to look presentable. Saying it's going to be the only time I work or clean it, paint it. So I want to do it right and get it over with. Way to last
Yeah, that's
another
right.
60 years.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of want to go back with what they done because it's worked for a long time.
Tell you what, this undercoating, that was no joke.
No, that mess. Hey, sir.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing good, buddy. Doing good. Some of that undercoating that's on that 65 C10 out there, you could get a putty knife and get under it, and peel it right off. Or like a wood chisel. I'd use like 1.5 inch wood chisel, and it'd peel it off some kind of good. But then you get places that damn near needed a jackhammer to get it off.
You take a heat gun and heat it up, they come right off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used a torch. I'd used quite a bit of torch on mine. Those little propane joints.
Yeah, it's so hard, just like concrete.
Yeah, it dry. It's hard.
Man, they don't make undercoating like this shit anymore.
Oh, I know. It's nothing made like it used to be.
No.
Some of it was thick. It's like, man, you can tell where they hit it twice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see the gun they sprayed it with.
That thing got a big old nozzle on it, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that was underneath that vehicle spraying that mess had it all over himself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, back then they had one guy that done that. Well, as soon as it come out the vat of paint,
Uh-huh.
they sprayed.
Yeah.
Kind of funny watching them old car clips where they building the car on a line. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It really is watching how they put a car together.
I think they sprayed straight tar on this thing.
Probably no telling. It could have been done afterwards too.
Yeah.
I don't know. The way they got it everywhere makes me wonder.
I know
They might.
they're a Chevrolet dealership right down the road from us. And this was in the 70s and 80s. And they had one rack or one lift that's all that was for, was doing undercoating. You'd buy a new truck or car, and if you wanted undercoating, then you had to pay for it, and they would pull it back there on the rack and spray that mess under it.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for that guy.
I wouldn't want that job.
No. I remember well going down there and watching that guy. He'd have on like a pair of insulated coveralls, and it reminded me of one of them sandblasting hoods.
Yeah.
July, and he's soaking wet with sweat, spraying that mess under there.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got my motor in it.
Oh, did you?
It got it in yesterday.
Well, good.
I done ran around.
Crank it up.
I done went around the block in it.
There you go.
I done put 100 miles on it.
Sounds good anyway.
Oh, it probably the weekend. We got rain coming in.
Rain.
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm gonna send it to you, Don. How many days you want it?
Man, that hasn't rained here for 2 weeks.
Oh,
I think we've had it every day for 2 weeks.
like 7 days, and then it quit for 2 days, and now it's supposed to rain for the next 2 days.
Yep.
Man, sick of it.
That's pretty much
Yeah, actually, this is
the same thing here. It's rained.
This is our driest May since they started keeping records.
God, I believe this is our wettest one.
Not here.
We only got 0.44 inches for the whole month of May. And
Yeah.
normally it's between 3 and 3.5 inches, and it's under half an inch.
We about flooding down here.
Well, it should start.
Same way here. I mean, it
No.
rained all weekend.
Mm.
No, we're supposed to get up to almost 90 here the next couple days.
Oh, that ain't too bad up there.
Well, 90 is hot for around here because usually we get humidity with it. But
Yeah, but when it's 90 down here, it's probably about equal out to about 115.
Yeah,
that's the humidity
not-
that gets me.
95% humidity.
Had a buddy of mine that lived in northern Missouri, and he moved down here, and I worked with a sweeping company. I drove a truck. Well, I got him a job with me, and it was cold, man. It was the coldest year on record. Man, it was like 19 degrees outside. He come to work and he was wearing a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. I said, "Is you crazy?" He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "It's gonna be 19 tonight." He says, "Oh, that ain't too bad." I said, "Oh, you're gonna freeze all night long." He got in the truck, got out of the truck, got in the truck, got out of the truck, and I'm thinking, "You ain't cold yet?" He said, "No, I'm used to this kind of weather." I said, "Oh my God."
Depends on where you're
I
from.
was northern Missouri, and I was like,
It's not cold. It's not cold if you dress for it.
"Yeah." I'm over there wishing I had an Eskimo boot.
Not the only thing I like doing when it's that cold is going hunting.
Yeah,
If it's,
that's one thing.
if it's that-
That's one thing. That's one thing I ain't never got into is hunting. I ain't never want to go sit in the woods at 20 below zero out there trying to kill a deer.
Well, we
I
don't
wouldn't-
go-
I might go fishing. Uh-oh, my internet.
Oh, I thought somebody's knocking on the door.
Huh. Yeah, I get about 35 degrees, so that's cold as I want to be.
I don't want to get below 50.
Yeah, well, I'm good with that too. I really like wearing a t-shirt and shorts all year long.
I could
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
My cat's about ready to be an idiot, so
See, you got to get your cat up there in front of the camera and have the camera on it where he's at the keyboard looking at the screen and get a video, see?
Uh-huh.
I don't have a keyboard. So I was telling Wendy, I showed her that video you put up.
Yeah,
I got plenty of cat new keyboard.
when I seen that, I thought about you and your cat. I said, "Yep."
That was pretty funny.
I said, "Yep, that's Don's cat right there."
Yes, sir.
And then I added Jerry Lee Lewis' music to it.
I like Jerry Lee Lewis.
I like all his music.
Yeah.
I was out there working on the car today, and I put on 70s trucker music. It's like there's these shit on the radio they've been playing for the last 30 years. It's like
Right.
It's like the rock and roll station turned into the oldie station, and they still play the same music.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can only hear Journey so many times.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Well, that's just like the country music stations now. Play nothing but junk.
Mm-hmm.
Play nothing but junk.
Yeah, it seems
No,
like they play the
it's-
same
listen to
10 songs over and over and over.
Yeah.
Listen to them trucker songs. It's like, man, there's a bunch I'd forgotten about.
Right. Yeah, you get to listen to that and you're like, hey, I remember that song when it came out. Yeah, today's music ain't worth a crap.
Nah.
Somewhere between the mid-90s, the mid-90s to 2000s, somewhere they took the wrong road.
Yeah, half of these country songs aren't even country songs anymore.
We got that satellite radio in the car, and they got a bunch of old music stations. That's what we usually listen to on there, instead of listening to that crap.
Sirius FM or
Yeah.
XM or whatever.
Serious.
Yeah, it's nice not having to find a new station. It's like you're doing a road trip. It's like, oh, you finally hear a good song on the radio, and then you go out of range and you got to find a new station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes them does come in nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that motor went. That's the easiest motor I've ever put in a car that went in the transmission.
Huh.
That thing went in there. I didn't even have to grab a pry bar or nothing.
Huh.
It went right in there, and I reached down there and grabbed 2 bolts and threw it in the bell housing. That's in the transmission. That's how easy it went in.
It's
That
nice
don't
when it
happen
goes
often.
smooth.
Yeah, it's nice when it does that.
Yeah.
It's good when it does that.
Next year, I'm going to put another motor in this. I'm curious how that's going to go.
You gonna put a 440 in it?
Another one, yeah. Yeah, I got a second motor for it. That way, when I pull this one out, I can clean underneath where the tunnel and everything's out, the firewall and the cable, clean all that up and everything. And that way, I don't have as much downtime. I just have another motor ready to go.
Right. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I picked up an RV 440 a couple years ago for $400. It's like guy was selling it, the whole RV $400. It's like
yeah.
I knew somebody that scrapped, so we drove it to his house, and he scrapped the RV. And when he got down to the frame, we went and pulled the drive line out of it.
Golly.
You can't argue with that.
No.
I let him keep everything. I mean, there was an almost new generator in the back of it. It's like, keep it, sell it, do whatever, because that's what he does for a living, is scrapping. It's like, if I could help him, it helps me out too.
Oh yeah.
He called me like 2 weeks later, and we went up with a chop saw.
Don't forget, someone offered him $1,000 for that motor to pay too.
Yeah, when he took that RV up there, somebody stopped and wanted to buy the motor out of that for $1,000.
Yeah, imagine so.
He's like, nope, it's not mine to give or not mine to sell. It's like, appreciate that.
What, baby? Oh, I thought you did something. Yeah,
That's right.
Stuff is high now, buddy. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Engines,
Yeah, I see these
That was
RV.
years ago, though.
I see RV 440s nowadays. People wanting $1,100. It's like, golly, man.
yeah. And the RV looked like it been sitting there 40 years and the roof about to fall in on it.
Yeah.
111,000.
Well, that's wore out at 111,000 in the RV.
Yeah, well, the odometer had 11,000 on it. I wasn't sure if it was turned over or not, but we pulled the motor apart. The bearings didn't look like 11,000.
That wasn't a bad looking RV. I believe I drove that around a little while.
Well, we drove it to where it got scrapped, so I know the motor ran.
How many miles was that?
Yeah.
30?
11. So, you know,
And,
the
I
odometer
want-
had. I followed him down the road. We drove it 16
yeah,
miles. It didn't overheat or anything. 16 miles is enough for it to overheat. So
oh yeah, 5 miles in that thing, it'll tell you if it's running or not. I wanted to buy a bus. I wanted to buy a bus and get a bunch of people together and dress up in orange jumpsuits and pull up at Walmart and everybody just run out of the bus and start running.
Remember?
Oh.
That would be funny. Yes, sir.
That'd
That
be
would be funny.
that parking lot would be so full of police in about 5 minutes. They'd be dropping them out of the sky.
Yes, sir.
It'd probably get me in trouble.
Yeah, probably would. It would be funny though to video it.
Yeah, it would be funny. It would be funny.
If you could get the people's faces look on there when them people busted out of that bus.
That'd be priceless, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It would. That would be.
have them all wearing sombreros.
Yeah. And my uncle used to work at a plant down here. Made denim and stuff. It was like a textile mill. And he was always a jokester. And one night he called all of them getting ready to go on lunch break, and everybody went to the bathroom. And he called all of them in the bathroom and went over there and locked the door and shut the light out and left them in the bathroom. He said they was all in there screaming like babies wanting to come out of that bathroom. And he was back there on the other side of the door just laughing at them. I thought myself, about 40 of them, I was thinking myself, it's where all 40 of them didn't kill you. But he said, I'm just laughing about it. I was like, oh.
Oh, I bet there was a couple of them were really pissed.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, That door would come off the hinges if I was on the other side of it.
One way or the other, it would have come down from there.
Yeah. It'd come down.
Yes, sir.
They ain't no more back to the door no more. Yeah, get that thing in there.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to get right and get off of here. I've been on here a little over 2 hours now. And I got to get up early in the morning.
Yeah,
Well,
So,
I want to go out there and get some more
Well, I-
cleaning done before it gets 90 degrees.
just
yeah.
if it gets too hot, just go to second shift. Then you go in and work till about 6 o'clock at night till
That's right.
12 at night. That's second shift. Then if it gets too hot, then you go to third shift from 10 to 7. See,
I'd rather work third shift.
Yeah.
me too. If I had a shop,
Yeah.
I'd do my best work at night. It's cooler
Yep.
and you ain't got here. Nobody bother you. Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
work.
guys. Well, I'm going to get off of here.
All right, we'll catch you next week. All right, y'all. Big
All
up.
right, man. See y'all.
We'll see you
All right,
again.
bye.
Oh, yeah.